Good evening, guys. My name is Tommy, and welcome to Northern Ear Reactions. How are you? I hope you're all okay. Tonight, guys, I am excited for this reaction. This is a very special Patreon request that has come from Sean Reyes. So thank you very much, first of all, for supporting the channel, and thank you very much for suggesting this. Now, I usually wouldn't do multiple songs in a single Patreon request, but I think because they're all related, and the combined time of all of them isn't too long, I have said yes on this occasion. Tonight we're going to be listening to Metallica, and we're going to be listening to the Unforgiven Trilogy. And I'm super excited because out of all the Metallica songs, these have popped up in the comment section over and over and over again all year. So I think it's about time that we listen to them. I know that they're not related in the sense that they've got the same storyline, but they are all connected by the same kind of theme, apparently. So I'm really interested to listen to this. He's very, very kindly found me a link of all three songs on the one video back to back, and by the looks of it, it's got lyrics as well, so that should be super helpful. Guys, if you guys want to get involved, I'll stick a link to the Patreon in the description section. And basically on the Patreon, you can get voting powers. So every week we do 2 votes, and the patrons get to choose which songs I listen to. You can also get powers that help me decide which songs go to vote in the first place for other people to choose on. Or you can jump straight to the top of the queue like Sean and a few others do each month, and they will get their own personalised reaction to pretty much of any video or song of their choice, providing it's not like over 20 minutes long or, you know, offensive and is likely to get me into trouble in any way. So that's exactly what Sean's done. I'm just going to jump straight in. This is the Metallica Unforgiven Trilogy. I will stop in between the songs and try and digest what I've heard. And yeah, I'll see you when it's all over. Let's bring up what you need to see. And let's do it. Let's go. Military theme.
Shine, doing what I've shown. Never be, never see. Won't see what might have been. What I felt, what I've known. Never shine, doing what I've shown. Never free, never me. So I dug the Unforgiven.
Nice. Sounds a little bit like To Live Is To Die. close your eyes and enjoy it. Let's do it.
When I felt what I've known, never shine doing what I've shown. Never be, never see, won't see what might have been. When I felt what I've known, never shine doing what I've shown. Never free, never me, so I dug the unforgiven. Never free, never me, so I dug the unforgiven. You label me, I label you, so I dug the unforgiven. Never free, never me, so I dug the unforgiven. You label me, I label you, so I dug the unforgiven. Never free, never me, so I dug the unforgiven.
Okay. Unforgiven. What an interesting song that is. What a really interesting song that is. Summarize it. He has been subdued. He's been suppressed from a young age, by the sounds of it, from his parents. He's never been able to be himself, and that has stayed with him through to adult life. And he is now an old man looking back at his life and regrets that he was never able to be himself. And the song is recognizing that, essentially. There's a few interesting bits in there. Instantly at the very start, we had a military snare, which I'm thinking represents, maybe not, he might not have grown in the military, but certainly feels like it was that kind of environment. It felt like his parents were sergeant majors, that kind of thing. Very, very disciplined, to the point of not being able to do anything. I don't know what the instrument's called. It's not a cowbell. You hear it in Western films quite a lot. So I don't know whether that's... I don't know where they were born. I don't know if they were born in, like... I don't know what the correct term is for it. Cowboy country? I don't know. Forgive me if that's the wrong terminology, but I don't know if there's a tip of the hat to that there, or whether that's just musical effects. That might just be me completely clutching at straws. But what was interesting there is, on the face of it, it looks like he's calling the people that subdued him throughout his life unforgiven. But actually, I think there's an element of him calling himself unforgiven. He's not been able to forgive himself for allowing it to happen. And I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was really, really interesting. What an emotional song. I liked how soft the choruses were, opposed to the verses. The verses were quite heavy. The choruses were quite soft. And that chord progression, I don't know how similar it is actually. I think I want to go and listen to it, but when it was played, the acoustic chord progression, I mean, it instantly reminded me of the acoustic progression from To Live Is To Die. And I'd be interested to play them next to each other, how similar they were to each other. They might not have sounded anything like each other. It's just when I first heard it, it just came to my memory, and I just had to say it. So forgive me if it sounds nothing like it, but that's just what I thought. Right, we've got a quick advert. It's telling me in the bottom right-hand corner, so we're going to get rid of that, and then we'll kick off with the Unforgiven II. Let's go. The same progression. This is the same. You had the snare, you had that horn at the beginning. It's a lot heavier at the start, but this lighter part is the same, right? Just a few little embellishments along the way.
Beside me, tell me what they've done, and speak the words I wanna hear to make my demons run. The door is locked now, but it's open if you're true. If you can understand the me, then I can understand the you. Beside me, under wicked sky, through black of day, dark of night, we share this paralyzed. The door cracks open, but there's no sun shining through, like hot scarring dark of steel. But there's no sun shining through. No, there's no sun shining through. No, there's no sun shining. What I feel, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I feel, what I've known.
Okay.
Sick and tired, I'm staying alone. Could you be there? 'Cause I'm the one who waits for you. Or are you unforgiven too? Can lay beside me. This won't hurt, I swear. She loves me not, she loves me still, but she'll never love again. She lay beside me, but she'll be there when I'm gone, like hot scarring dark of steel. Yeah, she'll be there when I'm gone. Yeah, she'll be there when beside me. Tell me what I've done. The door is closed, so are your eyes. But now I see the sun. Now I see the sun. Yes, now I see it.
You need. I don't know. I don't think the two songs are connected, but I think you need the context of Unforgiven 1 for you to understand what he's saying in Unforgiven 2. And he finds someone. He finds someone that he questions to himself at the start. Should I open the door to you? Which to me is metaphorically his heart, love, letting his guard down, whatever that is. He's basically saying, should I let it down for you? And I think he recognises that there's something going on with, I'm going to say her, just assuming it's her, because he's saying, tell me what they've done. Tell me the words, I think he says, to make my demons run. So I think he wants her to help him almost come out from under this rock that he's been in. He's hoping that she will unlock it and allow him to feel, allow him to love. And I think he recognises that because you see in the chorus, he says, are you unforgiven too? Are you like me? You're the same as me. Then there's a little bit towards the end where he says that the door is closed and so are your eyes. And I don't know whether he's talking about her capability to be opened up, if you like, is gone, isn't there, because it's not there in her eyes. But then he says a weird line of, you'll be there after I'm gone, dead sure you'll be there. And I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if that is just slang from where he comes from, or whether the word dead's been put in there for a reason. When I heard it, it made me think that maybe he's saying that, she'll never be able to open up. She'll still be in the place where he was, even after he's not there. Possibly until she dies. And then I think he sees the sun. He says it in the song, he sees the sun. He ends up opening his heart. And I don't know whether he questions whether he should do the same for her. Or maybe not questions whether he should. He's questioning whether he can, maybe, whether he's actually able to. Oh, that's such a good song. That is such a good song. I don't know whether that's my favourite Metallica song. Or whether I say that every single time I listen to Metallica. That's the kind of song that gets you, though. That hits you. That hits you. Okay. That was Unforgiven 2. My favourite out of the two so far. But like I said, you need to have heard Unforgiven 1 for that to make sense. You need to get that kind of backstory. Or context, if you like. Right, let's finish this off. Unforgiven 3. Let's go.
Got nowhere to go. So
How can I be lost if I've got nowhere to go?
how can I be lost if I've got nowhere to go? Search for seas of gold. How come it's got so cold? How can I be lost in remembrance I relive? And how can I blame you when it's me I can't forgive? These days drift on inside a fog. It's thick and suffocating. This sinking life outside its hell. It by the light of golden treasure. How could he know this new dawn's light would change his life forever? How can I be lost if I've got nowhere to go? Search for seas of gold. How come it's got so cold? How can I be lost in remembrance I relive? So how can I blame you when it's me I can't forgive?
Unforgiven 3. Wow. What a trilogy that is. Think out of the three, number 1 and number 2 could potentially be linked to each other. It could be the same person. Oh no, it can't, because in Unforgiven 1 we hear him on his deathbed dying. He never sees the light, but in Unforgiven 2 he does. It's just following the same kind of theme. But Unforgiven 3, it's essentially one big musical analogy for the phrase, a captain always goes down with his ship. And it's got that nautical theme of him sailing the 7 seas, or I think he said the golden seas, sorry, of his life. And he gets pulled off course by golden treasures. Whether that is money, love, success, fame, whatever it is, the thing that catches his eye takes him off the course that he was meant to go on. Whatever it is, though, is something that feels materialistic, because the lyrics say the waters were much too shallow, which was really clever because, they're shallow enough to break the ship, to damage the ship, to mean that it's about to sink, but also it's a reflection on whatever it is that he's after is shallow. So it probably is something like money or whatever. It's probably not something meaningful like love or, belonging or anything like that. And he even says in the song that he's going to go down with the ship, or it's sinking and he's going to stay on the ship or something like that. But he says, how can I blame you when I can't even forgive me? He's openly saying, this is my doing. This is my fault. I've allowed this to happen. Maybe they are connected, I don't know. Because the feeling of the guy blaming himself in Unforgiven 3 ties in with the feeling of the old guy in Unforgiven 1 not being able to forgive himself for allowing his life to be so subdued. I don't know. There's also the mention of this new light, the new dawn in Unforgiven 3, right after we've just heard about the guy seeing the sun finally in Unforgiven 2. So I don't think all the songs are connected, but there's definitely little Easter eggs left in all three of them. We had the same chord progression in Unforgiven 1 and 2. We had the same horn in Unforgiven 1 and 2. We even had the same lyrics. What was it? The things I've felt, the things I've known, or something like that, were in both. And what I noticed in this one was forgive me not. Whereas in Unforgiven 2, it was she loves me not. So it was just nice little, like I said, Easter eggs just left for you to catch. Oh, wow. Wow. They blow me away. They blow me away, Metallica. I can't believe I've left it this long to listen to the band. Unforgiven Trilogy. I hope you've liked the reaction. If you have, take a look around the channel. We've got plenty of metal. We've got tons of Metallica. There's even a Metallica playlist, so have a look around there. And if you like what you see, then consider subscribing. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a lie down. Maybe start smoking again. I'll see you again tomorrow for some more reactions, guys. Until then, take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.